And then while we're doing that, is Rhonda Dobbins here?
Yes, Your Honor.
About Catherine Anderson?
No, and that is a subject I did want to just quickly bring up. She was hit by a car and is in Harborview, as far as I know. And I was just wondering if I could postpone the time, maybe even up to like 3 months, so she can be here for her own defense, I guess, if you will.
I'll come back to you in a minute, ma'am. Ms. Dobbins, can you come back on the Zoom call there, please?
Yes, Your Honor.
So typically we don't, in a situation like this, we don't reset it for that far out. And I imagine do you know how seriously she's injured?
Well, no.
3 months of Harborview, that's pretty serious, I would think.
No, I don't think she'd be there for 3 months. I just think that her recovery, but she may be able to come to court maybe in a month, or, I'm assuming I did hear that her pelvis had been broken, so I know she won't be walking for a while or doing any real activity like that. And so I don't think she poses a very valid threat right at the moment.
Well, one thing that we could do is just, this could just be dismissed without prejudice, and then see how things go. And if you feel it necessary to refile, you can do that at some point in the future.
Okay. And it wouldn't reflect bad that I filed and then changed my mind, because it's not.
What's that?
I mean, I think that what you're saying is valid and fair. And I kind of am swaying that way.
It won't be held against you for these reasons. When you explain, it won't be held against you like, oh, you did and then you didn't. I mean, these are kind of
okay.
circumstances, if that's your question.
Yes, that was my question. Thank you, Your Honor.
So then this will be just like I say, we'll strike this hearing for today, but you can refile at some point in the future. And again, with this change in health situation, that might be. Anyway, that's to me, that's how you describe it. And I don't know anything more than what you've said, of course, but that seems pretty serious to me. All right. So this will be, so then you're free to go, ma'am. But again, if additional issues, we'll do this one later. If additional issues arise, you can refile it. Good luck, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you. Bye.
You're welcome. Let's see, the Livingstons can come on up and take a seat. And Mr. Asheria, I'm going to need you on the Zoom call.
Present, Your Honor.
So here's where we're at. You hear again, we have 2 cases here set for hearing, and then we're going to start with the Livingstons and Mr. Asheria. Following that, we'll take up Mr. Peterson and Ms. Hunt. You've asked for orders for an anti-harassment order. I'm going to read a definition of harassment just to give an idea of where we're at. Is a knowing and willful course of conduct directed at a specific person that seriously alarms, annoys, harasses, or is detrimental to such person and serves no legitimate or lawful purpose. Course of conduct must be such as would cause a reasonable person to suffer substantial emotional distress and much actually cause substantial emotional distress to the petitioner. Course of conduct is also defined as this pattern of conduct composed of a series of acts over a period of time, however short, evidencing continuity of purpose. Course of conduct includes any form of communication, contact, or conduct, and then, but does not include constitutionally protected free speech. And I just wanted to keep those things in mind as we go forward. Those are the things that are going to add up to or not harassment. So these sorts of cases are always emotional, and I understand that. You're going to hear things you don't like. Both of you are going to hear things you don't like. All of you, I should say, since there's 2 of you and one, and maybe some other witnesses from Mr. Acharia. Are going to hear things you don't like. You're going to hear things you disagree with. I want all comments directed to me. Don't interrupt the other party. Don't interrupt me if I'm speaking, and I'll make sure that people won't interrupt you either. The way things go is I swear in the petitioners first. I'll hear from them. And then I hear from the respondent. And Mr. Usheria, if you have witnesses you want to testify, I'll hear from them as well. Following that, I'll make a determination whether or not an order should be entered or in some cases extended. Just a moment. Give me just a minute to call the case up, and then we'll go forward. Well, it looks like in this case, a temporary order was entered. Who's going to speak first for the Livingstons? So both Livingstons are here.
You want to go or do you want me to go?
I'll go.
Okay, and I'm going to need you to speak loudly. Sometimes our microphones don't pick, and Mr. Archeria is appearing remotely. So you need to speak in a manner where we all can hear him. And ma'am, could you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear and affirm the information and testimony you provide will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
You can put your hand down. Tell me how it is you need an order against Mr. Archeria. Are your folks are neighbors as far as I can tell?
We used to be friends. I met him through my husband when they were gaming together and
When they were doing what?
gaming. They video game together through Discord, or used to.
Go ahead. Tell me how is it that you need an order?
My husband had recently had some issues with him where he would point a unloaded weapon as a joke at my husband. And after a series of times of him doing that and then him threatening one of our neighbors who he's called as a witness, we decided to get a protection order because we've had issues with people doing that to us before, threatening us, and with a young child on the way and one in the home already. We just do not feel that that's a joking matter, or do we feel safe with him doing it?
Yeah, you don't need to explain it. You don't need to explain why you don't want to have people point weapons at you. Res ipsa loquitur. The thing speaks for itself, okay?
Okay, so you're asking for an order basically because you're just included with your husband, and it seems to me like the big issue seems to be you two folks. Is that correct? Maybe
Yes,
you're the one. Okay, hang on just a minute. You're the. First of all, do you have anything you wish to add at this time, ma'am?
No.
Okay, and then so Mr. Livingston, could you raise your right hand, please? You swear and affirm the information and testimony you provide will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
You can put your hand down. Why do you think an order is appropriate in this case?
Well, to start off, Your Honor, we were friends for the start of it, and things were pretty cool until he decided to have homicidal tendencies. And literally,
Well, when did this? How long have you been friends?
no more than a year.
Okay, and when did this all go south, so to speak?
It would be probably in late October.
So like a month ago?
Yeah.
Okay, everything was fine till then?
Yep. Everything was
Was
fine.
there any sort of event that happened that made things go? I mean, I don't game, so I don't know anything about that. I have kids who do, but I don't. And I just,
It was,
I don't game. I got no game. I don't know what any of this stuff means. I don't understand this Sklar brother looking dude over here. I got nothing.
passing any sort of judgment. It's just not something that I think that's a generational thing.
but
Was there a
it's,
gaming incident or what exactly?
the witnesses that he's calling.
I'm asking you. We'll deal with the witnesses at the time, but I'm asking you.
I'm getting there.
Go ahead.
So basically, the witnesses, they broke up, and he was getting involved with this girl, and her and her ex-boyfriend would argue a lot, and he would literally tell me that he wants to hurt this guy. Literally. Like that's all he would talk about is hurting this person, which is a witness that he's bringing, I guess. But
Are we in the grapes of wrath? Is that Lenny?
not only that, but you know, this isn't the first time he's pulled a weapon on people. He's done it to the apartments that we live at.
How many times has he pulled it, use your terms, on you? Like I say, the people here
At
want
least
an order.
3 times.
You do. I need to know what's happening.
3
between him
times,
and you. 3
Your
times.
Honor.
Okay. Does he say anything when he does all this?
Nope, just having fun, joking around. Thinks it's funny, and
Thank
I
you.
don't find it funny.
All right.
Thank you. I screwed that one up.
Mr. Archeria, could you
First
raise your
name.
right hand? Thank you. I may have some questions for you both in a minute.
Well,
Do you
it's
swear and
nice
affirm the information you provide will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do, Your Honor.
What's your response to what you've heard? You put your hand down. And
Yes, of course, Your Honor. So Jason is, to say, well, friend is a bit of an extension. A neighborhood bully would be more accurate. And to the point where, like, I try to be nice to people. I try to be associated with people, even people who I politically disagree with, even people who, deliver slurs to me and are harassing or aggressive, all of which Jason has done, because I'm LGBTQ. I am a socialist. Jason is not. I respect his political beliefs. I respect his First Amendment rights, but he has a colorful way of speaking, and I don't wish any sort of legal action against him for those cases. About the firearm, he had asked to see it a couple times. It was unloaded at the time. I did not point it. I did draw it from my holster because I open carry in accordance with the Second Amendment. And because I do not have a concealed pistol license, I must open carry. But I've displayed it to him a few times. I've never pointed it at him, and in all cases, when I open carry, I keep it unloaded. My 2 witnesses here can attest to that if you wish to speak to them. Otherwise, Jason has basically been, talking to me, and I've wanted to maintain an association with him.
This is weird.
you did or did not?
I did for a
I mean, by Washington standards, it's not, but for the rest of the world, this is weird.
while because I thought I could potentially politically influence him to be less.
Oh, tell us great tales of socialism. Tell us how socialism is going to work this time. And the first 4,000 attempts, they just weren't doing it right. I haven't heard it before. Please enlighten us with your genius.
Reactionary, specifically about his interesting remarks about transgender and gay people. But at no point have I ever threatened him. At one point, I think the closest we ever got was one point we were play fighting. He has repeatedly attempted to ask me to threaten people on his behalf. At which point I felt relatively unsafe around him.
Who and why?
There was a block party. Around the similar date of the incident that Mr. Livingston pointed out, where he called me 9 times while knowing I was busy and on a separate call, asking that he needed me, and he has also walked over to various people and said things like, "Hey, let's make him scared," and things like that. None of which sat really right with me. I don't think he's a bad man. I think he's misguided, but that's neither here nor there. Aside from that, he has bragged about using the police to get people who cross him. That is an exact quote, "get and cross," is an exact quote. And he has mentioned that he has called the police on people for smoking 40 feet away from his house in an open space. He's repeatedly referred to ways in which he can use the police to irritate other individuals, and also tends to catastrophize local events. There was another incident in which Mr. Livingston asked to hold my pistol. This was actually when we first met. I was talking with an older gentleman. Mr. Livingston approached and seemed to know them, and I was okay. And he invited me to sit down in his truck with him. So I sat down in his truck with him. He asked to hold my pistol, and I allowed him to. And then he started talking about how he was a felon, had gone to juvenile detention for trying to murder his own father. At which point I asked for my pistol back because I'm aware that felons should not be, I believe, legally, they should not have pistols. Another time he encouraged and I only recently found this out, encouraged a member of the police force who was leaving their job, who had just joined, a rookie member of the police force, to call the police on me because I was jogging with military-style clothes. Jason then provided a sympathetic ear towards me and never even mentioned that he was the person who had attempted to report that. It was because I was wearing military-style clothes and I correctly identified the dog the rookie was walking as a former canine, because as a former security guard, I've worked with law enforcement.
How is any of this relevant to anything? And why do we have a shot of Jennifer Hunt's light fixture? These are just the questions that occur to me.
And so I was just familiar with canine units. At any rate, Mr. Livingston has been an absolute pain to deal with for about a year to a year and a half now. And I didn't want to make him feel bad, frankly, which is why I continued to engage with him. And when gaming was mentioned, I have played a grand total of one game of Helldivers 2 with him for about half an hour. And that is the extent of gaming that I've done with him. I have my two witnesses here, if you would like to speak with them.
Sure.
Yes, Robin, John, this one over here. Yes, he has also threatened one of the witnesses here, who I did not threaten. Neither did I point a weapon at.
Oh my God. People, we have an international audience here. I know it's good. It's good that you act like loons. It really is. But you're embarrassing our country. You really are. I need to stop and just tell everyone America's a great place. Come on over. You're going to love it. These people are not representative.
Witness is here.
Okay. Well, I'm going to need to hear from the witness.
Yes, he's going to take a seat. Yeah. Hello.
Oh, but after you're done, get out.
There. What's your name?
My name is John Reed.
Can you raise your right hand, please?
Yes.
You swear and affirm the information and testimony you provide will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
You can put your hand down. What do you know about this? And I'm asking about the interaction between the Livingstons and Mr. Acharia. Do you live in this neighborhood?
Yeah. I'm also a neighbor of all of these parties involved. As it's been mentioned, I think I was friends with Jason first, like before anything else happened, more or less. We kind of had a falling out for reasons I don't really understand, which is around the same time that these other things started happening. I don't have all the details about what, I mean.
I haven't seen this, and I have to tell you, I'm scared. I'm riveted, but it's been so stupid so far. I don't know. I don't know what could happen next. I really don't.
I have obviously like secondhand accounts from people, but my understanding is that Shiv hasn't done. Oh, Nathan. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, legal name Nathaniel hasn't done anything that merits concern. He's never been threatening to like me or anything, and I guess there was concern that he is a threat to me or something. I don't really understand that, but I don't think he's threatening at all. He's extremely thorough about gun safety. I could never imagine him flagging anyone with a pistol. That's I don't understand that. I don't think that would happen. But I mean, more or less, things are civil. I don't think there are any threats here. I have not been privy to harassment coming from Nathaniel. So, I mean, I guess that's all I have to say about it.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Tony. Thanks for that. Character assessment. Now go take a nap.
All right. Let me hear from the other witness, and I'll give you guys a chance to respond in a minute. What's your name, ma'am?
Kelly Vance.
Can you raise your right hand, please? You swear and affirm the information and testimony you provide.
How deep does this dispute go? How many people are involved in this dispute that I don't understand?
It'll be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes.
You can put your hand down. What do you know about this situation?
Well, much like Mr. Reed had said, a lot of the information that I get is secondhand because this is a situation that is primarily occurred between Mr. Livingston and Mr. Asharia. But I'm more or less here to be a character witness. I agree with what Mr. Reed had said about Mr. Asharia's firearm hygiene. He certainly has never displayed anything but, very proper and appropriate handling of his firearm. It's always keeps it unloaded with, ammunition at the ready if he does need it. He has certainly never done anything in my presence that warrants concern from me.
That may be
all around, it's civil. We're very, very much friends. Talk every day. Mr. Reed and
Do you live in the neighborhood also there, or do you all live in the same complex?
Correct. So Mr. Reed and I currently live together. We were dating, but we have since separated, but we are still living in the same apartment. But routinely, we all do get together and hang out, watch movies, that kind of thing.
Awkward.
All right. I can have you step off, and then Mr. Usheria can come back in.
Get
And then
out.
I'll come back to you, Mr. Livingston.
Yeah, that
That's your
sucks.
response to what
Please.
you've heard from all three of those folks.
Well, from what Nathaniel is saying, I don't know what he's talking about, honestly. And the witnesses weren't really there, so I don't know how credible that is.
One thing that you had said there, Mr. Livingston, and it's both in your petition, that this was done, and I'm not suggesting it's funny, but as a joke, that was meant to be a joke.
Yep, you just thought it was a joke, and I just don't see it as a joke.
No, I don't either.
He comes to my door quite often, sometimes. Says he's doing a routine check or something. I don't know what that is, but if this protection order wasn't in place, I'd fear for my life.
Mr. Usheria, what's the story on that? You go to his door?
I've gone to his house about 3 times, mostly when he has invited me over, usually after he's called me multiple times to ask me to spend time with him. And let's see, I believe I can recall.
Mostly. Okay, so mostly in this circumstance has exactly it is well defined. If he's been there 3 times and he's mostly invited, that means he's been invited on 2 occasions. There's no other mathematical possibility. And then one time he went on his own. That's my analysis for you.
3 times. So twice he asked me to spend time with him, and one time I was delivering something to him from somebody else who had asked me to bring it to his house. That was it. I have said periodically that he should be checked up on, mostly because, I mean,
Well, it's not your job to check up on him.
Oh no, I'm aware. I'm aware, Your Honor. But I have said he should be. I have never checked up on him.
Here's where I'm at on this, to be frank with all of you. And I heard from everybody, Mr. Sharia, and you two, and I read the definition of harassment at the beginning, and I'm going to do it again. Have it up here. Is of course, harassment is the knowing and willful course of conduct directed at which seriously alarms or annoys and serves no legitimate or lawful purpose. And so it has to be something for that purpose. He's trying to harass you. And by your own testimony, you said, well, he's trying to be funny. Well,
Do we have a dog in Jennifer Hunt Square here? I mean, seriously, we got a shot of a bare light fixture with a freaking dog.
I don't think it's funny. You don't think it's funny. But a bad joke or a bad sense of humor doesn't necessarily rise to the level of harassment. It can become that. And so at this stage of the proceeding, I'm not going to enter a full order. The order will expire today. Mr. Sharia, these people want no contact with you. Do you understand that?
Yes, of course. I want no contact.
Any further contact would be considered harassing at all.
Yes.
And so,
Your Honor, might I ask?
You should probably stop, but go ahead. You can go ahead and ask.
Oh, I was just going to ask a couple follow-up questions. I also want no contact with them. They filed the no contact order approximately 3 hours after I had asked the complex if they could file a no contact order against the Livingstons on my behalf. And then they
can't.
Yes, they presumably informed the Livingstons. And then they filed the order, which at that point, which is why I wanted to mention that it feels retaliatory, though I have no issue complying with the no contact order. I want no contact with them at all myself.
Okay. Go ahead, ma'am.
We had no idea he wanted no contact with us, as he made it appear that we were all friends.
Right.
And as someone who's just, a person outside of what's going on, I would just like to remain friendly because we're all neighbors. We shouldn't be having any disagreements.
I agree with that. And now that you've aired some, for lack of a better term, neighborhood laundry, I don't know if I want to call it dirty laundry or not, hopefully you have a better understanding of where you're coming from. So, Mr. Asharia, it's not funny to do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Won't make any, so again, it seems like you both want the same thing in the sense that you don't want to be around each other. So don't be, don't be involved in ganging, and don't contact him to want to come over and hang out. He should do the same. And, but again, this can be refiled from either party basically at any time. So if there's additional, so how they feel about having contact with you. So don't go by and check on them. You don't need to do that. But if there's any additional contact, I would probably deem it harassing anything further. All right.
I did have one last thing.
You may.
I did want to say that on behalf of myself and my husband, that we do hope things get better, and down the road, maybe we can be good neighbors, because we don't like conflict, but at this point in time, we would just remain in no contact.
You hear all that there, Mr. Sharia?
Yes, I would agree with Ms. Livingston there. I don't want there to be issues. I felt unsafe. They felt unsafe. Clearly, there was miscommunication on both parties.
Just stay away from each other.
Of course.
Good luck.
May I, Your Honor?
Yes.
My firearm was confiscated by the sheriff's department. Might I have it back at some point? And how would I do that?
Yeah, you can ask to have that, but you need to Yeah, I've checked the box there that they can be released and you can get it back.
Thank you very much, Ron.
You're free to go.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You, sir, can come up and take a seat.
I'm not sure. Am I free to go, Your Honor, as well?
Free to go as well. There. Sorry about that.
Thank you.
Justin.
Confirm that it was served and mailed, and that's all.
Okay, that's fine. We can go forward with it. Ms. Kowalski, can you come back on the Zoom call there, please?
Yes.
So we did confirm that with the Henderson County, I guess that is. I'm not sure where Henderson County in Tennessee is, but they give me just a minute. So I'm going to take care of this case, and we'll take up your case here in just a minute.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Give me just a minute, Ms. Kowalski. I need to recall your case here. So this might have been this might have been explained to you. Give me just a minute. Beforehand, you live here in Thurston County. Is that correct, ma'am?
Yes.
And then Mr. Kowalski, obviously, no, you're not Mr. Kowalski. You're Ms. Kowalski. Mr. Stenwall, he lives in Tennessee.
Yes.
And so, the enforceability of this order, I understand. I read your petition. I certainly understand what you've been going through and why you would want this. But when things are out of state, the enforceability of the order becomes, I don't know, problematic's the right word, because, the best thing to do would be to get an order in Tennessee against him, which would be arguably more enforceable there. But, I hope that when he got served with this has the effect of stopping the activity that he's been involved with. Has it changed at all that recently? Or he was served apparently last week sometime. Do you know whether or not anything's changed?
I'm sorry. It's been quiet since then, so I'd like to assume that he took it basically as a threat and that he's stopped.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then hopefully that'll continue for your sake, but the order will mirror the temporary order. He's not to contact you. He's not to do you any harm, not to engage in stalking behavior, including cyber, which has been an issue, I know, based on your petition. He's not to come within 1,000 feet of you, your residence, or place of employment, and the order will be in place for a year.
Thank you. I do have a question.
Yes.
Do I need to contact the Henderson County as well and
No,
inform them of
you
this?
do not. There's a box there about service. They sent it because our office contacted them. They said he had been served and it's on the, it's on its way, I guess, in the old fashioned way. It's on its way here in mail. And I'm going to take that as, I'll take their word for it. And then, we'll get that he's been served. Then I've checked the box here that says service is not required because he didn't appear. And the material terms of the temporary order remain in the year that the order that goes for a year. And if there's no change, he doesn't need to be reserved for that. He was on the petition. I don't know whether you read it through, but basically said, if he doesn't show up, that order could be extended for a year, which it has been.
Okay. Thank you very much, Your Honor.
And a copy of this will get emailed to you, and good luck, ma'am. Hope all this
Thank you.
stops. And you're free to go.
Thank you very much.
You're
I
welcome.
don't even get that.
And Ms. Hunt, can you come on the Zoom call?
We're in Tennessee, but she wants a protection order in Washington. I mean, that just makes no sense.
There you are. Give me just a minute. I'm going to call up the your case.
All right, this is what we're waiting for here. This is the Law Talk with Mike moment.
Okay, so Ms. Hunt, I'm going to hear from Mr. Peterson first, and then following that, I'll swear you in, I'll hear from you, and then I'll decide whether or not you need an order. So Mr. Peterson, could you raise your right hand, please? You swear and affirm the information and testimony you provide will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
You can put your hand down. How is it you need an order against Ms. Hunt?
Well, she's constantly threatening to burn my trailer down or tow it away. And she has literally burnt my trailer, my fifth wheel down like 3 years ago. Literally what
I mean, in fairness, she looks like someone who would threaten to burn your trailer down. We can't decide cases on that, but I'm looking at this. I'm looking at this freeze frame right here, and I'm thinking, yeah, that looks like something she'd do.
I was inside, she lit on fire. Okay, and these are just things she's done in the past couple of months.
Do you guys live near each other?
Well, she got served. She got served on Tuesday, and that night, for some reason, she.
What part of do you guys live near each other? Do you not understand?
Packed up all her stuff in a truck and brought it.
Do you live next to each other?
No,
Okay. Did you?
no.
How does she know you? What's this all about?
I've known her. She's my ex-girlfriend. I've known her for the last 10 years.
I see.
I mean,
Well, continue on.
okay, the past few months, she's busted out my two windows in my trailer. She has graffitied. I have graffitied outside, and she graffitied on that, on the door of it, and on the front door of my trailer. She's broken into my trailer. I don't know how many different times. I'd have to fix the locks. She's breaking it. And this was. It's been a few months, about 6 months ago, though. I was working out of town, and she would break into my trailer and just move in and stay there while I was working out of town. And she's stolen my cat before. She's sabotaged four vehicles by putting soda pop in the tanks. Like one time, it cost me $900 to get this vehicle going again. I mean,
she braked into my trailer and took in everything.
She's popped tires in one of my vehicles before in the past. Let's see. She literally like burnt a bunch of cedar that I've saved there's split for this old lady because she's too old to split it. So keep her supplied on.
How long has this been going on?
A lot of these things that just happen in the past couple months, but some of them are old, But like I said, she's been constantly threatening me lately to burn my face down, and she's done it once before in the past. And she's trying to threatening to tow my trailer away.
Let me hear from her. Ms. Hunt, could you raise your right hand, please?
Okay.
Do you swear and affirm the information and testimony you provide will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Put your hand down. And then what's your response to his request for an order? Basically,
Okay, my response is that we both are currently living on the same property. I'm moved on the property due to the previous place I was living at. There was a person there that was beating me with a baseball bat repeatedly, and I didn't feel safe anymore. And
I'm going to need you to slow down a little bit, ma'am. I'm having trouble understanding you. Maybe a technology, but go ahead. You say you live on the same property?
Yes.
Okay.
On the same property.
Hang on just a minute. Do you pay rent where you are?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then who do you pay rent to?
To the person that owns the property, her name's Jamie Frost.
Okay. So hang on just a minute.
The last 3 years.
Just stop.
Sure.
So ma'am, do you pay rent when you live there?
Yes.
Okay. When did you move there?
I've been here about a week so far. But I also
you just moved on a week ago?
Yeah, she's a witness also for my case right now. Jamie Frost, the owner of the property. And I also moved here because she has stage 4 breast cancer and I'm her caregiver. And I was for about the past 2 years, I've been here like 75% of my time, traveling back and forth between Centralia and Rainier. And due to the incident with the baseball bat and getting beat by it, she felt it'd be safer for me to be here. And it'd be better for me to be here 24, living here due to the fact that I take care of her.
Okay. What about all these things that Mr. Peterson, I know your name. Peterson is telling me about broken windows, graffiti, burning places. What's your response to that?
Well, my response is that we've had a toxic relationship for 10 years now. And
I'll take that as I did it and he deserved it. We had a toxic relationship, Judge. What do you want me to do? Write him cute little notes? Come on.
I understand that he lives on the same property, but I'm just requesting that if you have to grant this protection order, that you just take it down to 50 feet to where, because I've always given him my word that I wouldn't go near his camper trailer that he lives in. And the property owner, Jamie Frost, has also told him that I gave her my word that I wouldn't go anywhere near him.
So hang on just a second. Is she there? Is it Jamie Frost, did you say?
Yeah, she's
That's
here.
what you pay rent?
Yeah, she's breaking the order right now.
What's that?
She's breaking the order right now for being there.
Okay.
She's been served by the
Okay, just you need to be quiet, okay?
Sir, Mr. Owner.
You need to stop.
I'm your caregiver. I see it.
My
Hello?
God, this is pathetic.
Hi there.
Hi,
So what's your name?
my name is Jamie.
Jamie what?
Jamie Frost.
Okay. Could you raise your right hand, please?
Yep.
Do you swear and affirm the truth, the testimony you provide will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
So I just have a couple of questions for you, if you don't mind.
Okay. Okay.
So both of these people live on your property?
They do.
Okay. And then I understand, is Ms. Hunt more of an off and on thing?
Well, she's moving here permanently now.
Is she living with you at just stop, please. So you live in a house?
Yes, I do.
And then does Mr. Peterson rent space from you, or is it a trailer?
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
Okay. So you know all these folks.
Yeah.
Okay. How close do you live to Mr. Peterson's trailer?
I'm not sure. Like, he lives on the backside of my property.
Okay. How big's your property?
It's like 2.5 acres.
So, okay. Thank you, ma'am. If I have some additional questions, you can put Ms. Hunt back on there.
Okay, thank you.
And how close do they live to you?
About 30 feet. No, probably 50.
50?
50 feet. Yeah.
I mean, 50 is not very much.
I know.
2 acres is,
I know.
All right.
I know. And can I speak or?
So I will tell you this, ma'am. Ms. Hunt and Mr. Peterson, based on what I've heard, I am inclined to enter an order, but the distance, but I can't do an order that makes certain if she lives there, apparently she does, just hear me out for a second. I can't do an order that prevents her from coming to her own home, but I can put a distance restriction. She's not to come within X number of feet of your place. So if she comes and you said she's done these things, she agrees it's a toxic relationship, and I can pick up on that just based on what I've heard thus far. And so, ma'am, you need to pay attention.
I can pick up on that. Oh, shit. Oh.
To that distance restriction, because that may affect your ability to continue to live there. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You wanted to say something, Mr.
Yeah, she didn't move in there until the day night with the temporary no conduct order. Okay, and I went down and brought the papers to court on Wednesday.
All right.
Okay. And she already, so she hasn't lived there, and she just told us that the day she got served.
How long have you known Ms. Frost? Sounds like you all know each other.
Well, yeah, I know Frost for years.
Okay. And she has too, apparently.
Yeah, and then so I did call the cops on Saturday,
right? Because
Jenny Brooks, no kind of her. The cops came, but the it hasn't gone through to the courts yet, saying that she's been served. Because I didn't get here till Wednesday, and the courts was closed Thursday and Friday. So I'm sure you have it on your desk now, though, or it should be somewhere. Because
yeah, no, it's we got proof of service.
Okay, so and the cops told me that they're gonna if they find out that they got proof of service, that they're going to charge anyone for lying to the cops, because Jenny told she lied to the cops.
Look, I'm not going to get into that. I don't whether what the police knew and when they knew it, and whether she was in violation of the temporary or not. I'm not going to. That's between the sheriff's office, you, and the prosecuting attorney's office.
Okay,
that's not something I'm finding here. The only thing I'm finding here is whether or not it's appropriate that an order should be entered. An order will be entered, but I'm going to do a distance restriction. Ma'am, you said that you can keep within. You suggested 50 feet, and you're. So basically, I'm going to go along with that suggestion. You're not. It'll be in place for a year, and you're not. And then Ms. Frost, I hope you're hearing this also.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm right here. I can hear it.
And I'm understanding, is Ms. Hunt going to act as a caregiver for you? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes. And she promised me that she's not going to go in near Adam's trailer or near it. So 50 feet, that sounds great.
Then I'd rely on you to hold her to that promise. And then that's going to be it. She's not to.
I'll do my best.
Give me just a minute. And you both used to be a dating relationship, is that correct?
Yes, that's right.
And then how long ago did that break up?
Oh, it's a long time.
Well, it seemed time for both of you, and by both to move on.
I agree, sir.
So, ma'am, you're not to cause him any harm. Don't contact him. Don't engage in stalking behavior. Don't come within 50 feet of him, his residence, or place of employment. And then, does she get an email copy of this or not? Do we have an email address for you, ma'am?
I believe so.
Okay, a copy of this will get emailed to you. And Mr. Peterson will give you a copy of this right now.
Well, how do I get a hold of the officers that came to the house the other day? Told me that they were charging her She was lying.
You need to, whatever agents, is that the sheriff's office or?
Houston County.
Yeah, then you need to talk with them.
Okay.
But, I guess, and you might want to ask yourself, is that making things better or making things worse by kicking that particular hornet's nest? And I can't decide that. Only you can.
So straight, she lied to the cops.
Okay, I'm just, okay, look, that was just something for you to think about. All right. And you'll get a copy of email. We'll print you a copy. Once you get that, you're free to go.
Yeah. All right.
Good luck to everyone.
Thank you, sir.
So do I wait here for
Yeah,
the
wait,
papers?
we'll give you a copy of that.
I'm done, right? Yeah. All
You may go, Ms. Hunt.
right, thank you, sir. Bye.
Quiet time with Sam Meyer.
You're free to go. So this one, did neither party appear on this?
No, she was here, but she couldn't get in.
Oh, that's right. That's right. So we're just dismissing this without a finding.
Yes. This one, no.
Our next matter, our 130 matter, is Golden Pond Estates versus Travis Millerans and any other occupants, which include Randy Bailey.
I forgot to blame Alyssa earlier, but she's definitely to blame for this.
Mr. Steve Cromendike is here for the plaintiff. I had a little trouble interpreting the pleadings, but Mr. Millerans, they want you to move and terminate your tenancy. That would give you 10 days to move out, 90 days to move or sell your mobile home. They allege some violations, but I can't yet tell what they are because the pleadings weren't very clear. Mr. Cromendike, you wish to speak to that?
Yes. We're waiting on getting some police reports pursuant to a FOIA request and are still waiting on those. And we've been waiting for quite some time. So I don't have those now. It is my understanding that the police have been at the park related to Travis's behavior a number of times recently. In addition to that, I've got a couple of notes here, and Mr. Dave Elliott is present regarding some altercations with Travis and Dave, who was doing some maintenance at the park, threatening, Travis was threatening Dave. I've also got a couple of voicemails to another park manager that were fairly threatening, and some complaints from neighbors as well.
Well, Mr. Millerans, that doesn't sound very good. What's your response?
And me, you mean?
Are you Travis Millerans?
Yes, sir, I am.
All right. Well, they want you to move out. What do you think of that?
I'm not moving out nothing. They don't have no reason to kick me out. I didn't do nothing wrong.
But I can't wash it now. Yes.
Oh, what the hell is going on here? I couldn't find him. What is going on? Get a hold of yourself, man.
Dave Dave is the problem. You are, bud.
You you are, boss. You look like a problem to me. You really do.
I have been in contact with Meg as well. She just isn't present today.
We have an attorney.
She is on a bench trial right now, so she's not present today.
I spoke to Meg last
All right,
week.
well, here's what I can tell you from my files, Mr. Cromendike. Mr. Miller-Ans was charged with domestic violence second offense in 2 file 911 SM, pled to disturbing the peace in front of Judge Patterson. Excuse me. And he hasn't paid the fine. Then in the most recent case, 251627, charged with resisting and obstructing a police officer and domestic violence from August of 25. He's on probation from Judge Patterson here at the court. That is file 251627. He isn't making his payments in that either.
His probation officer told him to pay for his anger management class and everything before he started his paying on his fines.
All right, that probably makes sense. Let me get those numbers again. 251627FY. And these are just the ones from 25. 25911SM.
What was that second one? 25911.
SM. That was a disturbing the peace. I believe that was at the park.
Okay.
It was between me and Travis.
Yes. And I believe the other one was also at the park.
Yes, between me and Travis because my nosy neighbor.
Well, apparently they don't want you to be there anymore. They'd like you to move your trailer and go away. The law says you're entitled to have a second hearing in this matter. And you allege that you contacted Megan Bauer.
Oh, great. Meg's going to come in here and fix everything.
Which means we're probably going to have a hearing, but let's pick a date, Mr. Cromendike. Next Monday seems to be good. We're through the Thanksgiving holiday. And
Next Monday, the 8th?
Yes.
It would need to be in the afternoon for me.
2 o'clock. Does that work for you?
That will work.
Continue to December 8th. 2025 at 1 o'clock, at 2 o'clock. May I will get a hearing.
In between now and then, I will send in some of the voicemails I have and other documentation.
All right. All right, Mr. Miller-Ans and Miss Bailey, let me repeat. They want you to move. They want you to take your trailer out of their park and leave. And if they got what they asked for, next week I would give you 10 days from December.
Is that her son? This whole thing is so creepy with him like leaning on her like that.
Or 11th to move the trailer in 90 days or 10 days to get out, 90 days to move or sell the mobile home. We may need to actually have a hearing on this before we get to that point. I'll pull the police reports from those other 2 cases that I quoted and see what if they happened at the park. At any rate, you stay in contact with legal aid. If they are going to represent you, they'll file an appearance. But we will be back here next Monday by Zoom at 2:00.
Your Honor.
I
Yes.
think Meg said she'll be gone on the 8th.
Well, if she's
She's
going to
our-
file an appearance, she knows what she needs to do.
Oh, okay.
If you are
I'm
able
not-
to,
Go ahead.
if you're able to get copies of those police reports, is there any way that I could get a copy of them as well?
Yes, if they did happen at the park, I will email them to you.
Okay. Appreciate it.
Well, what is
All right, thank you.
what are these?
I'll
What
see
are
you,
these police
both
reports
next week.
about?
What?
What are these police reports about?
I don't know yet. One was the DV between you and Randy at the park.
That has
Back in
nothing to
August.
do with nothing.
Yeah, the allegations on that paper
That was
involve
against
him
Dave.
and Dave.
But Dave don't like me. That's the only reason why they're trying to get me out of here.
Well, that's one reason, I guess.
That's one reason. Also, because you guys are freaking weird. Holy shit. Creepy as hell. Girl, don't go away mad. Just go away.
Yeah, well, they're gonna have fun because I ain't going nowhere.
Okay, well,
My trailer's too old to be moved. No trailer out
yes,
here
they
can be
generally
moved.
are. You'd have 10 days to move it
I've
or so.
been here for 11 years.
All right, well.
And I
that's
also
good
paid
fun.
my rent today.
Yeah, it might be time to be moving though.
Say that again?
They're taking my rent money?
I paid my rent today.
Well, they're not supposed to take your rent once they file a motion to terminate
Well,
your
I've been
tenancy.
paying my rent every month faithfully. I paid
could be an issue, Mr.
$474 last night.
All right, we'll address that.
What's those freaky eyes do? Oh my God. I don't even know.
Yeah, I'll have to take a look at the ledger. It's an online payment system, Your Honor, so I don't
Yeah.
see.
And if I'm getting evicted, I want my money back.
You tell them. That was some genius legal maneuvering right there. I think we can all learn from the dude hiding behind the chick, and his great legal theories.
Why? You're still there. You're paying for rent for time that you're actually there, not future rent. Anyway, we'll address this further next month.
What do you mean why? Because if I have to move, where I need that money. That's why.
Yes. Okay.
Like,
Well, you're
I'm not
living
trying to
there.
be.
You just paid December's rent.
As if Judge Middleton is like can't understand the concept. He knows what you're saying, dude. He knows what you're saying. Trust me.
Well, we'll address it next week. It'll give me something to look forward to. Thank you.
Almost $800. I need that.
Okay. I believe you. Now we got a bunch of people in the waiting room.
I believe you.
Plus, we just found out we have somebody in custody.
Upon, I know, says that she's competent, and I have had all kinds of problems, but I talked to her this morning, and she wants a hearing on this motion.
Okay, when can we be ready?
It's only about non-reporting, Judge, so
come on, man.
They can actually do it now if they want to.
Judge, I would ask that I have serious concerns. Every time I've gone to the jail, this woman that they report to me.
Are you Crystal Vaughn?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and you understand Mr. Smith is your attorney?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You also understand there's a motion to revoke unadjudicated probation that's pending? Yeah, I'm talking to you.
No, sir.
You were on, you
No.
don't remember being placed on probation?
Yes, sir, I do.
Okay, then back in July, the state filed this motion. Have you had a chance to review it?
No, sir, I have not.
Judge, I went out for the first time, went over with her this morning.
This morning?
Room.
Oh, you don't remember doing that?
I wasn't in the jury room, sir, going over this.
Ma'am,
I wasn't in the jury room going
where
over
were you?
this. I was at the other unit, at the stalls unit, KA dorm.
You understand, but you understand there's a motion to revoke probation that's been filed against. You said you went over it.
No, sir, I did not go over it because I was not told that a logger was at, I guess, where were you? At the main part? I was in
Let me
KA
help you.
dorm. I did not realize it.
Just let me.
I was there to tell
That's the bailiff right there.
Fine, I understand, but look, Dr. Rapon has analyzed her and deems her to be competent. And
The problem that I have with Dr. Rapon's report is that he had previously examined her a year ago and reported that at that time she had been previously diagnosed with dissociative identity disorder. And she had also been diagnosed with personality disorder when he did his examination on November the 4th. With my client, she reported that she had no prior problems with any kind of mental health problems.
Your Honor, I am a neurodivergent person with complex PTSD.
Which directly contradicts Dr. Rapon's report. I have been out.
no, that doesn't contradict. It says, his report says she states.
And
then you know that. Well, that's not what he concluded. I mean, but he concluded that she was deemed competent. So that's what's accurate.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Your Honor, if we're going to have a hearing, then I'm going to want to subpoena some officers from the jail.
Okay. When can you do that?
Well, I'm fixing to have surgery, and as we well knows.
I don't really know much about. I know people. I had appendicitis once. Yeah. That's about it.
I'm having 12 inches of my colon.
How long is that going to take?
Well, I'm in pre-op all this week. The surgery is Monday,
and then what's?
They say I'll be out at least 3 weeks. Then
We may put some work at.
Crystal, Ron, you might not be able to get to this for about a month. Is that okay with you, or do you want to move this quicker?
And where would I stay in the meantime?
You're going to head to the jail.
Huh?
In the jail.
At KA dorm, the where previously.
So, yes, ma'am.
Yes, that's fine, sir. I would like to say,
Okay.
though, in my defense, that I did report this to Mr. Anton at Bridge City Police Department, where my car was vandalized and I was unable to report to parole. So I reported vandalism of my vehicle to Mr. Anton.
It's not parole. It was the probation officer.
Well, the probation officer, sir, but I was unable to make it. I couldn't walk from Bridge City to Beaumont or wherever it was, since I've never been in trouble before. But I did report it. I also reported a break into my house at the same time, where the keys were stolen from my Audi at the same time. It was reported to Mr. Anton. He actually wrote it in a little notebook, refused to do a report. However, after that, the people at the water department, you could actually call them as a witness. They knew. I actually approached them first about it. So they were witnesses, sir.
Judge, I just want you to know that the accusation.
Time she reported. Who was she?
She's never reported is reason what I was trying to bring to your attention, Judge.
All right. Everybody's talking at once.
What's about
she's placed in probation in May.
And you don't report it. Hold on. I had two people and now you piped in as a third.
Well,
this is a chorus. It's not a chorus. It's, solos. All right. First of all, Bruce.
She was placed on probation in May this year.
Okay.
The allegation is that she never reported to the probation.
When was she put in jail? When was she placed in jail? Does anybody know? Jeannie, do you know when she was?
She was released from custody on May 28, 2025. And she was placed on probation, obviously, the same day. But
No, when did she end up going back to jail?
when she on the warrant,
This is the 5th, I believe.
Mr. Renard made contact with her in Jefferson County Jail on August the 15th of 2025.
Do you remember when you were arrested by any chance? Do you remember the day you were arrested on this?
I believe she was arrested.
After you were put on probation?
Your Honor, she was arrested August 12th.
Okay, hold on. So August 11th is what we're showing on the records. So she appears here on May 28th. She's placed on probation on May 28th. Then we've got June 28th, July 28th, 2 months and a couple of weeks.
Yeah, there.
Okay. And she was to appear how often?
Your Honor, she was to appear at the probation office immediately upon her release or the following business day.
The next day. And okay, so according to this, the findings here on this administrative hearing, the defendant was released from jail on May 28th at 7:05 p.m., failed to report to the probation office the next day as required. That would have been May 29th, and has not made any contact with the office. So that's what prompted this is we go a little over 2 months and no reporting. I mean, when you're on probation, the first thing you have to do is report, and you just can't do it on your own,
My car broke down. An officer gave me a ride. From there, I reported.
No, wait, did you called? Who did you call with your probation? No, who did you
I
contact?
don't remember. It was on the paper. I don't have.
Do y'all have any?
No. I called.
I'm talking about.
No one answered. No one answered. So I called and I went over to
What time were you
the water
during the
department.
business day?
No, it was later.
At night, at midnight?
Yeah, and then I called in
You
the
called at
morning, and then I
midnight?
went over to the water department because I was
How about during the
standing.
day? Did you call during the business day?
Yes,
When?
I think it was.
Let me just tell you, I've never had a problem in
7:48.
20 years. I contact them, somebody always answers during the business day.
Okay.
So, well,
It could have been a reroute on the phone. I don't know.
you think so?
Well, landline.
Yes. Well, generally that doesn't happen, and we've got to kind of figure out what's reasonable with this.
Well,
But in
reach
probation,
the officer.
you have an obligation that you can, instead of going to prison, we gave you a chance to work through this during probation. And the foremost responsibility you have is to report. You have to do that. Everybody has to do that. If you don't, you're not on probation. It's just the way it is. Simple. So you have an obligation, like all the probation officers have. You've got to figure it out. And the phones were, come on, we have to see you in person. And that's vital and necessary. But here you're flirting with 10 years in prison. Why would you do that?
For parole violation?
Evading arrest, or just you're on my probation for evading arrest, or do you not remember it? Good.
Evading
Good.
arrest, but
We
I'll
went over
send it to you.
this. We went over this so delicately and deliberately. You're looking at 10 years in prison if you fail on this.
Okay.
One failure is something you could be revoked for. We hadn't seen you in months. You're supposed to be appearing regularly, or you're not on probation. That's the first thing. You got to show up. I don't know how you feel like you can't otherwise do that.
Vandalism to the car recorded.
You got to call. We have every business day they answer the phone. Come on. I've never had a problem in 20 years. You're not going to be any different. The very first thing here, you've got obligations, and you've got 35 conditions here. But the most important is to regularly report so that they're supervising you. If you can't do that, then you can't be supervised, which means thus you can't be on probation. And then there's only one other option, and it's up to 10 years in prison. Have you ever been to prison before?
No, sir.
Good. You don't want to be. You don't want to go. You don't want to.
No, I'd like to see my grandchildren. I really.
They come in They come in handy as wonderful parts of life, but this is a responsibility that you have that can get in the way of all of that. And I mean, if you do it here, you would be parolable until 2.5 years were served. That's a long time not to see the kids. Anyway, what's everybody going to do right now?
I know, my argument is that I truly believe, with talking to everybody that I have talked to her this morning and there, I truly believe that my client has been ill. And this is
Dr. Grapon decides otherwise. Sorry, she can say whatever she wants out of her mouth until you can be the psychiatrist. All you can do is respond to what she's telling you, and the doctor knows better. And we're just going to. You've been doing this longer than I have, Bruce, and you know sometimes they're not forthright with you. Often your clients aren't. That's
Bruce, please, come on.
the way they were with me. Yeah, we all have. It's the way things are. The question is until Dr. Grapon deems otherwise, she is presumed competent.
You asked the question, what should we do? My answer is,
what do you want?
In my opinion, her failure to report is totally due to her mental problems that I feel that she needs to be reinstated on probation and a mental health type of, so that she can receive the kind of help that she needs, because she is going to have that constant.
What's probation office?
Your Honor,
What did y'all think about it?
all I can base my any statement on is what Mr. Menard had stated when he made contact with her August 15th of 25 at the jail. And he also noted a mental health concern.
Well, what should we do?
Other than that, we have no information on her because of the fact she had failed to report. We don't know where she resides. It sounds like she resides in Orange County. We can submit.
Is that where you live?
Orange County.
Is that where you live now?
I live in, yes, I live in the historic district in Orange, in the city of Orange.
All right. Because if I release you on this probation,
yes,
you've got to follow. You know, we're making a big deal about this. This is important. The foremost thing you have to do is report. Foremost, it all flows from there. Failure is not an option for you.
Yes, he's doing fine. He believes that. He thinks that this woman will never comply because she's too out there, and he's probably right. However, as a matter of law, you're screwed. It's not his place to make that determination. That's for the doctor. The doctor's made the determination. I think it would be outside of the judge's discretion to presume otherwise, unless he's got a conflicting report.
You go to prison. Do you understand? That's where you would head, up to 10 years. And the court, you have to report. If you don't report, you're not in the game. And you got to be in the game. So that's the very first thing you have to do is report as directed by the probation office. We're going to also, when you're going to be released, I'm going to release you. And the first thing you do is you go to the probation office if it's during the work day. Do you understand that? It is the first work day you're able to report when you are released. You go to them. If you don't, I will order a warrant and I'll say, we talked about this. And shame on you. You know what you have to do. You follow their directions as well. Do you understand? You have to speak out. Do you understand that?
Yes.
So that there's not any confusion.
Okay, I don't have a vehicle as of this time.
Mm-hmm.
It's still messed up. It's in the front.
Where do you live? In Orange, you said?
Yes, I live in Orange.
Yeah, how do you
so
get
it's in Bruce City. I stay in Bruce City some. It's across the street from the water department.
Does somebody Does somebody have a vehicle that that helps you move from one place to another? Do you have children or anything?
Yes, sir, but out
no,
of state, I was going packing my bags. to go out
Ma'am,
of
but
state.
is not an option. You've got to report. How are you going to do that?
I don't know without a vehicle, sir. That's what I
Well,
was
we
trying
have a
to
lot
get
of people
fixed.
who don't have vehicles. They still are obligated to report. Yes, Jeannie?
Your Honor, and what the defendant is speaking of is one, Orange, if we try to submit her case for courtesy supervision to Orange County does not offer a mental health caseload. However, they do have Spindletop services available in Orange County. But if her inability to even advise the court of where she resides, she can't reside in Bridge City and Orange. She has to reside in one location. Orange County will not accept that without one location being reside. And now she's just speaking of going out of state. We don't just go out of state.
No, that was prior to.
That's not what she just said, Your Honor.
I know.
I caught the same thing.
I know.
It's in
The more you speak, the closer you get in the prison. I've got to be able to trust you to release you. Can I? I'm asking you. Can I trust you?
Yes, sir.
To follow the. All right. You're gonna have.
Yes, sir, but I don't have a
You're gonna-
vehicle, so from where I'm just being honest. So if you release me, do you release me from here? I don't know. I've never been in trouble before, so I don't know. So it's not being confrontational. I just.
Yeah. You're. We're trying to work with you here, and you're kind of pushing back. You either are able to report or not. If you can't report, that's a problem. You have to be able to report, but you're on probation. You got to figure it out. Everybody does. We have 5,000 probationers.
Stuff. Yes.
the question I've got is what happened with that Orange County? If she's under their supervision from that offense, it might assist us in resolving.
Bruce, on your, well, what did you figure? What'd you figure out on that other case that was pending in Orange County? Do you know what happened on that? You're charged with evading arrest or detention with a vehicle out of Orange County. Do you know what happened on that case?
Detention of a vehicle.
Yes, I just spoke.
I'm not aware of Orange County
Evading arrest or detention with a motor vehicle.
Charged before and I was released and it was to probation and failure to appear, I guess, for probation is a charge, correct?
No, I think here's phone call and find out for that.
I think we need
Here's what we're
to.
going to do is we're going to figure this out. I'm going to
vehicle.
reset this for a week. Okay, I'm going to reset this. And there's a lot of gaps that aren't being filled out.
as well.
Ms. Vaughn, you
Last time I checked,
try
that's
to
been died.
give us information that is helpful or not, but you're acting like you don't even know anything about yourself. And we'll figure it out.
I
But
do
it's going
know
to take a
about-
while.
I read
And you
the
can't help
details of the
you can't help but
vehicle.
interrupt people, can you? That's even rude. We learned that first. We'll see you back in 1 week. Thank you. All right. Did you have anything else, Bruce?
There you have it. What a glorious mess. We had a couple trailer park cases and everything else. It just started bad and got worse. That's all I got. Thank you, Alyssa. Thank you, Zach, over at LawNerdsUnite. I will see you all soon.